So I just put out a tweet that maybe the Miggles reversal had started because it reclaimed this yellow area of around 3.5 cents and it looked like price was looking to push up. But guess what happened? Bitcoin took a big shit in the market and it took Ethereum with it along with all the other altcoins. So now the whole market is pretty red. In the last Miggles video, it looked like we were about to get above this purple level of support, which would have, in my opinion, started a new uptrend because we would have maybe done something like this and reclaimed the trend. But what happened instead was the 45-cent region turned out to be strong resistance and we ended up going further down, even breaking this old support of the yellow line that we already had, touching a new area of support, bouncing back. And then, like I said in the intro, it looks like we kind of rejected it again now. So I ended up buying a few more ETHs worth of Miggles, just under 3 cents. What I want to show you guys is a comparison of Miggles as a relatively new meme coin. It's only around 2 weeks old compared to other strong base meme coins and how they performed when they first launched into the market. For those of you that don't know, this is Brett, which is the biggest meme coin on base, and you can see they hit a peak market cap of around 1.9 billion. So it didn't just go up in a straight line from the beginning there. Let's look at some of the dips that he had. We can see it went all the way up to 500 million and then had a 60% correction. Then it ran up all the way to 850-ish million and then had a 72% correction. And then look at it now. I've made the point before that every meme that has reached $1 billion market cap or above status, they've all gone through at least 60% dips throughout their early history. You can go back and look at PEPE, with Popcat, all the big recent new runners, and you'll see that they had these big dips. This is Doge, which is currently the main by market cap meme coin on base. So you can see on the daily chart, it had exactly the same. It had a 66% correction, another 66% correction, and then it ran all the way up to a peak of around 310 million market cap. Miggles at the minute is around 30 million. I still expect Miggles to go to at least Doge's all-time high, which is 300 million, and which would be a 10x from here. So like I showed you with Brett and Doge, Miggles has gone for a 78% correction, which, even though it's pretty big for a new hyped meme coin, I think it's pretty standard. I still maintain that if you just buy now and forget about it for a while and then come back in a few weeks and months, that the price will be nowhere near this and this will be somewhere close to a bottom region right now. What we want to see Miggles to do is get above the yellow support line, do something like this where it maybe retests it again and then starts to bounce away and break through previous supports that are now resistances. This would confirm a new uptrend, and provided Coinbase give Miggles more attention, I don't see why it cannot get to at least its previous all-time high of 10 cents in the short to medium term future. So it's all well and good me saying this, but let me show you some things around base chain that are happening that make me think a lot of money will flow into base chain and in turn flow into the meme coin ecosystem of base chain. This page on Kaito AI measures the mindshare and sentiment of the base chain for the past 12 months. You can see the peak of mindshare and sentiment here between March and April earlier this year was when a lot of the base meme coins had their top in market cap. We can see since then there was a dip, but then the sentiment around base chain is going up every day. I think a big part of that sentiment growing is you can see a lot of projects are starting to migrate or start on base chain. We have one here that migrated over to base called Radiant Capital, and I want to highlight a reason why they moved to base. So they said themselves that the on-chain metrics for base chain are pretty good, that there's 11 million active users, nearly 4 million monthly transactions, and there's a lot of stable coin and overall usage of the chain. They say they joined because they want access to the 73 million users that Coinbase has and the $80 billion of assets within the Coinbase ecosystem. Now these assets are not necessarily on chain yet, but we can see that Coinbase are starting to push people towards going more on chain. A graph they shared just shows how users have steadily gone up over time and how transactions peaked. This is April early this year, And like I said, transactions peaked around the top in market cap for Toshi and I think Brett around the same time. Then we had the dip down. Daily transaction count is even higher than that, and it's slowly going up and up. When you have more people on chain, that means there's more attention to all parts of the chain, and that should flow to the meme coins at some point as well. So there's $80 billion worth of assets within the Coinbase ecosystem, but currently the collective market cap of all the base meme coins is only 1.4 billion. There's a lot of money sitting around Coinbase that could easily flow into meme coins. Even if 10% of that 80 billion, so 8 billion flowed into meme coin for total market cap, you would still put the total market cap of all the base meme coins at around a 6x from here. So 1.4 billion is the current market cap of all the base meme coins, whereas the total meme coin market cap in the market is around 46 billion. Currently, base chain memes only make up around 3% of all the total meme coin market cap value. For a chain that has very high trending amounts of users and new users coming and such money in the ecosystem, this percentage is quite low. If you compare it to the usual Bitcoin dominance chart that comes up when people chart Bitcoin and altcoins, I'll call this base chain meme coin dominance, and I would expect it to rise the more established a base chain gets. There's actually a big base chain related event happening today, as Coinbase are hosting the Basecamp Summit, where they're talking about the future of their on-chain ecosystem. You have some pretty big players attending this. You have the founder of Coinbase, you have the founder of Base Chain, and you have Vitalik, the founder of Ethereum. Now, Jesse Pollack has already teased in some previous tweets and videos that they're going to announce quite a lot of stuff for Base Chain around this Basecamp Summit. They might even have things related to the meme coins or the NFTs, where there could be something related to Mr. Miggles happening. If you want to follow this, then follow the Base Twitter account and you can watch live whatever is happening at the Basecamp Summit. A final thing I want to point out about Base Chain is something that just happened around 3 hours ago, where they announced that the euro is now possible on Base Chain. So this is a regulatory compliance stablecoin of the euro. But what stands out for me is how easy they are making it to transfer that to Base Chain with 0 fees to Base Chain, 0 fees on Coinbase wallet, and how it's ready to use within Aerodrome, Coinbase and the wallet. You can also see Jesse Pollack, the founder of Base, is stating that they want to have first the top 10 currencies in the world on chain and then the top 100. So you can see the scope of what Coinbase are trying to do with Base Chain. They're trying to make it a global economy within Base. Because of all these things happening around Base Chain, the reason why the thumbnail of this video says buy and forget is because I think you can do exactly that with meme coins such as Miggles. Let's not forget that Coinbase themselves had the cat, and they still have the cat pinned on their Twitter. It's had 7 million views, and it's either officially their mascot or it will be seen as their mascot. So when Base Chain gains a lot of momentum in the future, surely the mascot is going to get a lot of attention as well. If you don't already, then give me a follow on Twitter where I post more up-to-date thoughts on the market. I posted that I thought Bitcoin would go to around the 63k area, as it looked like it's just had a big rejection in this area of resistance around all-time highs. This Kaito AI token mindshare page shows the mindshare, which means the amount of people talking about or discussing a current coin. It shows the mindshare for meme coins, and we can see the top 2 are Doge and PEPE still. I'll get to Doge in a bit, but let's look at PEPE first. Now, when Ethereum is weak, it makes sense that PEPE, the leading Ethereum meme coin, would also be pretty weak, and we can clearly see that in the chart. There's a strong area of support and resistance around this green level. We can see it pushed through to an all-time high, went down to a new area of support and resistance, broke down, pushed again off this level, had a small bounce, broke through again to a lower area of support. We had a nice bounce there up until the 1300 region, and what we would have wanted for PEPE to continue would be to go something like this to push on. Instead, it just rejected in the green area again for the 3rd time, and it didn't even stop at the, you can see we have 1, 2, 3 touches of support. We would have hoped that this area of support here would have held for PEPE, but it's just gone straight through, which shows how weak it is. with this weakness in PEPE, I wouldn't be surprised if it does something like this now. Maybe down to here, to there, and then down again, because it looks like the market structure is broken. So we had higher high here, and then it just kept going to a lower low. We had the bounce and we needed it to close above for more bullishness, but instead it's just rejected again. So it's either going to range and just bounce to this area and then keep chopping in between, something like this maybe for a while, and just like bore everyone to death, or it's going to the support area and it could even go lower. One thing I don't like on PEPE, which I also tweeted about with Bitcoin, is we didn't even get any pushes into the green areas of the oversold RSI. So the green areas are when you have very strong momentum. You can see big green area here. Then on the new all-time high push, you had another big green area in the RSI. But here we got to around 60, and then now it's gone below 50. So I consider above 50 to be a bullish trend. You can see here, for example, it broke 50 here, and you could have just rolled it all the way up when it was above 50. The same here. It broke 50 and you went all the way up. But here we broke 50 and we didn't even get to the oversold green area, and it's gone back below 50 now. It just shows incredible weakness for PEPE. Now, that could just be that people want to buy PEPE lower and there's no buyers at this level. But it's also because of another meme coin, which I talked about in the last video. I think that's taking money away from PEPE, and that is NEIRO. If you go to our last video, you can see that we looked at the Ethereum version of NEIRO when it was around 75 million market cap, and then it ran all the way up to around 210-ish, and it's now currently just a bit below that. We said at the time we thought the narrative of Doge 2 could be one that sticks, and it seems like that is the case. If you don't know the story behind this coin, this dog is the new dog that is owned by the woman who used to own the original Dogecoin dog. That is why everyone is calling it Doge 2. There were various versions of this coin first on Solana, but the Ethereum one is the one that has the highest mind share and the one with the highest market cap. It's been a while since Ethereum has had such a runner reach around 200 or plus million market cap. I think the attention of NEIRO has been a part of why PEPE has been dipping recently, as people are chasing lower market cap meme coins and ones that have a potentially stronger narrative. Now, what is there to chart about this coin has just been pure straight up from the beginning. Now, there's rumors about the supply of the coin being held by a few people and they're controlling the price, but I'm not sure that's a thing to worry about so much, because that's exactly what happened with Brett, the coin I showed you earlier on base chain, and that ran to a billion plus, I think nearly 2 billion market cap. So as long as the people who control the supply know what they're doing, then these kind of coins can go really high. I've charted some areas of interest if you're looking to play NEIRO. It actually looks like he had around a 25% correction and he bounced in this area and is running again. Now, what can happen with these newer meme coins is you get a double top. So I'd be wary of seeing what happens when he gets to around the purple area. This is quite a small area, so give it more room to play around with. But somewhere like around this region, you'd want it to do something like that and push away. What you don't want it to do is like chop below and then start dipping again, because then that would be kind of like a double top pattern, and then you get something like that down again. I'd say be careful joining the trend because it's been going for a while now, but I think it's definitely a good narrative to play. So I usually save the last coin to look at in the videos to be the ones that are the most risky or the lowest cap, and this one is no exception. So it's FWOG, which is a misspelling of frog, and I shared it on my Twitter, which you need to follow if you're not already, at around 24 million market cap. So when I posted on Twitter, I said I was looking for the breakout, which happened, and then it went to all-time high market cap of around 37 million. So I think that's about 50% from when I tweeted it. Now it looks like it's just getting bought up. You can see here, let me switch back. So it's done like the breakout, retest, and then we're hoping it goes even higher now. I'm seeing a lot of smart friends buy this coin. When I look on Kaito as well, they have a feature called smart followers. So smart followers are people within crypto Twitter or the crypto industry that are known to have a lot of followers or a lot of influence within crypto. And for a coin that came out a few days ago, It already has 84 smart followers, which is quite a lot. When you have this amount of following, then they start to share the coin a lot to their audience, which builds mindshare, which I think will happen with FWOG. What I like about this is the art style. So there's a whole story about how the whole coin started, but you can search that up yourself if you want to. But I like the art of this coin. It's very PEPE-like, and I've seen the sticker packs used a lot in Telegram groups. And if you watch the first video on this channel, that's exactly what I saw with PEPE, not with PEPE, sorry, with Billy, when Billy was at around 60 million market cap, and which ended up running to around 200. When you start seeing people use things like sticker packs or these kind of memes and photos, it's building a cult, and cults tend to lead to more shilling of a coin, and more shilling can lead to price increases. Okay, that's 4 coins that I've looked at today. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and if you did, please like the video and please subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and I'll see you on the next video.